This is Mike Owens with the Watchdog Report at the Bristol Herald Courier and TriCities.com, and we're here at the starting point of a February 15th police chase that ended with one man dead and another injured in a whirling mass of glass, sparks, and metal a mile away in the downtown.
There was a car just wrecked being chased by an officer on State Street.
At 8:29 p.m., 911 receives a call from Michelle Gibson, the owner of the Country Club Bar and Grill. She is warning them about a man she believes to be drunk who has just sped out of her parking lot down the road toward downtown Bristol.
Police Department, this is Brandy. How can I help you?
Yes, this is Michelle Gibson at the Country Club Bar and Grill. We just turned away a man that was drunk, and he said he had been drinking and smoking a joint. He hit a car out in our parking lot and just drove off like a bat out of hell, and I'm worried about other people on the road. It is a red four-door older car with South Carolina plates, and he's heading towards downtown Bristol.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get someone to take a look for him, okay? You said he was headed toward Bristol?
He was headed towards the,
All right, we'll let him know. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
At 8:35 p.m., 911 receives a call from a motorist complaining about a drunk man staggering through the parking lot of State Street Liquor and Wine.
Police Department, Anderson.
Hi, I just was driving down State Street and just saw something that kind of concerned me. I didn't know if maybe someone could go check it out. You know the new liquor store? I think it's State Street Wine and Liquor, right there on State Street in Bristol. There was someone getting out of a car. He just looked like he was really drunk, and went into the liquor store. And
Okay, what kind of car did he get out of?
it was a red. I'm not sure what kind it was. It was a bright red one. It's parked in the parking lot right now, and it's still running. He left the car running and got out and was kind of stumbling around in the parking lot.
Officer Matt Cousins pulls up just as William Marcella backs up into a telephone pole. Officer Cousins throws on his lights, gets ready to stop Marcella, but he drives away over a concrete embankment, down steps, fishtails into the street, and speeds off.
He'll be trying to stop the highway. He's fleeing the scene. He's back into a phone joke, and he's eastbound, West State, kind of like average speed. After 7 miles, he's average speed down State Street. I can't hear you right here, traffic. 465. I am stopped at 620 State. It looks like he might have hit a car up here on West State, or correction, State Street. He's wrecked.
Bristol, Tennessee, 911. Where's your emergency?
Right in front of the Paramount in Bristol, Tennessee on State Street. Please send someone quick.
Okay, we have officers that are out there. Are you a witness to it? Or a victim?
No, I'm not a victim. I heard it and saw him slide 100 yards down the street.
Okay.
I doubt the person's even alive.
All right. Well, we've got a couple of officers out there now. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Tell me what it was like when you were coming to the liquor store. Exactly what did you see as you approached the red car?
I was approaching the liquor store on West State Street, and as I arrived, the liquor store is to my right, and I observed a red Oldsmobile in the parking lot, and it backs up into a telephone pole that's in the kind of on the edge of the parking lot in the street there, and it backs directly into the telephone pole. So at that time, I activate my blue lights in an attempt to conduct a traffic stop.
Okay, when he pulled away, how fast was he going? Could you have caught up with him?
Well, if I recall that correctly, I lost sight of him as he crested the hill right there by Bill Gatton, and he was far exceeding my speed. He left me in the dust, and I was probably going about 60.
By the time you reached the intersection leading to the downtown, was he still in sight?
He took off so quick, there was no catching him. He decided to go no matter if police were around or not.
Okay, now could you describe the scene for me as you were approaching the van in your car?
I knew that Officer Cousins and Officer Kistner were already out with the defendant vehicle. So I pulled up, I saw the van, and he was behind the car behind the van. And a car stopped in the middle of the road, which was my initial place to stop. And knowing that they were out with the defendant, I went with the van because I knew there was an injured person inside.
What did you see as you first looked into the van?
He was laying in the passenger compartment, complaining of his leg being broke.
So was he kind of laying down or in the chair or what?
Yeah, he was laying down.
There were, you could see that there were a lot of people walking around from one place to another trying to assess the situation of what they just witnessed. Was there much confusion going on when you arrived? Among the pedestrians? Among the
pedestrians. I think they were more in shock than confused as to what happened. I think we secured the scene fairly quickly.
We're here with Michael Brabson, the one man who was injured in the wreck and survived. Kind of set the scene for me. What were you doing when the car came? And
downloading movies to occupy my time while I was at the shelter.
What happened after it slammed into you?
Well, I just looked up and seen the car coming at me, and I knew I didn't have no time to react, so I just had to brace myself for the impact. So,
after the impact, did you lose consciousness, or do you remember everything that happened?
I can remember after the impact. I can remember getting up and trying to unlock all the doors, or any door, to get out, but the two front doors were welded shut, and the only door I could get out of was the sliding back door.
Did you scream for help, or did anyone find you?
A young lady that come and seen how I was, and then it was probably, I'd say a couple of minutes after that when the cops actually arrived. When cops actually showed up at where I was at.
Tell us, what is your life like now? Is everything working okay for you, or is the injury still healing?
Well, I'm not allowed to put any weight on my leg because I've got a titanium rod in my leg. I've got 2 screws, and I've got a pin going toward my socket to hold my leg on. And I have to go to the doctor to find out how long it's going to be before I can put any weight on it.